I founded Atlanta Wild Animal Rescue Effort, or AWARE as we call it, about 6 years ago in Atlanta. Our mission is the preservation and restoration of wildlife and its habitat through education and wildlife rehabilitation. The biggest part of what we do is education of the public about our environment, about wildlife, and how to preserve it, how important it is, how to protect it. And equally as important on site is our rehabilitation effort with injured, sick, and orphaned wild animals. We have a house that is going to be our immediate facility as far as classroom and receiving the animals and animal care. And we have about 7 acres that we're going to use for rehabilitation, along with having exhibit cages of educational, non-releasable educational ambassador animals. Yeah. The surroundings in which the center is located are just magnificent, and it's the first center of its kind to do wildlife rehabilitation of all species in the Atlanta area. And it's something that Atlanta's needed for a very long time. Volunteers are what make or break an organization like ours. Being a nonprofit, you have to beg, borrow, and steal everything that you can. And volunteers do that for us, and they come out and they go out and they find it and they bring it and they put it together, and you know, we couldn't do it without them. Volunteers who come out there right now are people who are interested in being outside and watching something grow because they're a part of it. For instance, we're clearing areas to put enclosures to care for the animals. I've been doing this for about 15 or 16 years now, and I personally receive overwhelming benefits every time I release an animal, and so does everybody else who works with these animals. But I mean, I've also had 3 volunteers who've worked at the centers that I've managed, who have gone on to become veterinarians.
Spin that. Oh, okay, that's all right, I got it.
A number of the students who have come and done internships with us have become wildlife biologists and are working for U.S. Fish and Wildlife or the Department of Natural Resources in various states.
You ready, kid? You ready?
There's nothing like the experience of releasing an animal back into the wild that otherwise would have died without your help. And I don't think you will find a volunteer who has ever worked with wild animals who doesn't feel like it's the most rewarding thing they've ever done in their entire lives.